Well, last year, recreational marijuana dispensaries sold $1.6 billion in product. That doesn't include the millions more that were sold in medical marijuana, but only a select few have access to those sales. The question is, will Springfield do anything about it?
This is legacy and some of our brands that we have.
David Scott knows all about life's struggles. Shot by a carjacker years ago and paralyzed from the waist down.
It has not been easy, but through the grace of God, here I am.
He's not afraid of challenges and took on a big one a few years ago by investing in a recreational marijuana dispensary in Cary, Illinois.
Me being in the situation that I'm in, I understand medical need better than most.
As a black entrepreneur, he was given a social equity license to open Vertical. What he wasn't given was the ability to sell his product to medical marijuana card holders. Fewer than 5 dozen dispensaries in the state can do that.
And last year, those 55 medical dispensaries did $324 million.
WGN Investigates took a look at where those medical marijuana dispensaries are located. You can find most of them in Chicago, but the more you widen the map, the fewer you see.
They're so far apart, some people have to drive 20, 30 miles to get to a medical dispensary.
But yeah, this is the card.
And for people like Olivia Shea, it's worth the drive.
This is actually a physical copy that they used to give out. Now you can just show it on your phone or print it out if you like.
As of last year, she was one of about 65,000 medical marijuana card holders in Illinois, from cancer patients to people dealing with chronic back pain.
The card helps me save money, and a lot of money, honestly.
How much money? An estimated 30% in savings because of a lower tax rate available only to medical patients and sold only at medically licensed dispensaries.
Right now, Revolution seems to be one of our big sellers.
So to keep those customers in the door, David Scott says he's been paying for their savings out of his pocket.
And we give discounts every day of the week in order to compete.
Added up, he thinks he spent $60,000 for discounts last year, which is why he's pushing for the approval of a bill in Springfield
that says that social equity dispensaries will be able to serve the medical in order to, number one, survive, because these are tough times.
Senator Laura Fine filed Senate Bill 3941.
We want to make sure that for people who might not be very mobile, who it might be a challenge to get from one dispensary to another, have that opportunity to get their product at a dispensary closer to home.
The bill, facing some opposition, is expected to become part of a larger medicinal package to be voted on this week.
I think there's concern that maybe they might not have the proper products for the people who might need the medicinal product, and that might be the main concern. But nobody's really come with me pushing back against this.
Got the concentrates here.
While still struggling to keep up with some of the cannabis industry giants, David is optimistic that change is around the corner.
In order for this thing to work, this has to change.
The Cannabis Business Association of Illinois says it continues to work with legislators to craft a balanced plan, but they say they want to be fair to all operators. By the way, the last medical marijuana license was issued 6 years ago. It is still unclear tonight if legislators will take action during this session to change that. I'm Lourdes Duarte, WGN Investigates.